Welcome. Today we're playing Day of the Tentacle. Well, I'll start right away. Yes, we want to start a new game, and no, we don't want to enable I'll be quiet for a bit. Enjoy.
I'm thirsty.
I don't think you should drink that. It looks bad for you.
Nonsense. It makes me feel great. Smarter, more aggressive. I feel like I could. Like I could. Like I could. Take on the world.
Look, Hoagie, it's a hamster. Just what I need for dissection lab tomorrow.
I think I need that for the band, Laverne. You know, like we could bite its head off or whatever.
Hands off that hamster.
Friend of yours, Bernard?
He belongs to Weird Ed Edison, and it looks like he's brought us a note. It's from my old friend, Green Tentacle. He says that Purple Tentacle's mutated into an insane genius, and Dr. Fred's going to kill them both. I thought I was free of Dr. Fred and those crazy Edisons forever. But now I know that I must go back to the mansion.
Sounds a bit frightening. Yeah, this is Day of the Tentacle. This is basically the second part of Maniac Mansion. The original game came out 1993, so it's out quite a while. 2016 came out the remastered version. That's what I'm showing you today. Also, I wanna tell you a little bit about some speedrun strats, how to play it fast. Like the optimal route to go through the game without backtracking too much. One of the important thing is that you can switch the graphics. You're seeing the remastered graphics now, they're beautiful, they're gorgeous. And I want to show you the remastered version. But for a speedrun it is better to switch to the old graphics. You can press F1 at any time to switch between the graphics. Also, what we need for speedruns is the backspace and the point, the dot. Backspace is for skipping cutscenes. If I would press backspace right now, we would jump right into the game and skip all of this. And if you press the point, we'll skip dialogues. I'll show you a bit later.
Okay, we'll spread out commando style. Laverne, you go secure the area behind those double doors. Hoagie, you take care of upstairs reconnaissance. I'll maintain Command HQ here, in the lobby.
What are we looking for?
We've got to find where Dr. Fred is holding the tentacles.
This better not take too long. I've got an anatomy final tomorrow.
And I've got a show to set up later tonight. If I'm late, I don't get to test the drums.
If I know Dr. Fred, he's got the tentacles tied up in his secret lab. Question is, where's his secret lab?
And now we're in the game. We're taking over control. Here are the controls. Yeah, I told you about the F1 to switch to random mode at any time. Basically, we can play the game only with using the mouse. With left click we walk, right click opens the, at least in the remastered version, opens the selection dial, and the middle mouse button opens the inventory. Also, what I told you about backspace, skip cutscenes, and the dot skip dialogue. The other stuff is not that important. Let me show you the controls on the controller. I don't really play on the controller. Also, we can play Maniac Mansion, the first game of this series, but we don't need that for anything. For a casual playthrough, that's just a little Easter egg. But I'll go out of here. Yeah, wait, I'll just hide my face for a second. As I told you, when we press F1, we can change to the old graphics. When you want to speedrun, when you want to play fast, you should play it in this graphic style because it's way faster. As you can see, we got all of our options right here at the bottom, and we got our inventory right here. That makes navigating way faster. Also, what the controls don't tell us, there are some shortcuts. I made a little graphic for you right here. So if we press basically the first letter of all those words, we can quickly access those commands. When we press G, we can you can see it here. Give, O is open, P is pickup. Only push and pull are on S and Y, because P is taken. Yeah, and that's it. I'll show you the game in the new graphics. Let me just get rid of this again. Down here is this little arrow that opens the menu. If you want that, you can also do it by pressing the middle mouse button. I can show you my face again. Okay, so let's start. When we right click, we got this dial, we can right click on this help wanted sign, we pick it up. We pick up the flyer. And we walk straight here to the clock. Open the clock.
Aha! A secret passage. This is all too easy.
And there's another cutscene.
Laverne, how'd you get upstairs?
Am I upstairs? I got lost.
Seen any tentacles?
What's a tentacle?
Oh, just something I whipped up in my spare time. Made good pets, actually. Until one of them tried to take over the world. Had to tie the little buggers up in the basement.
Good thing you told us that.
Yeah, Bernard wanted us to set them free.
Thank God you weren't that stupid. Did you say Bernard?
Okay, you're free to go.
Thanks, Bernard.
Yes, thank you, naive human. Now I can finish taking over the world.
Wait!
Oh, yeah. Now I remember. He's incredibly evil, isn't he?
I'll try to talk him out of it.
Well, what possible harm could one insane mutant tentacle do?
Leaping lab rats!
Dr. Fred.
What have you done this time, you meddling milquetoast? Now Purple Tentacle is free to use his evil mutant powers to take over the world and enslave all humanity!
Whoops.
Our only hope now is to turn off my sludge-o-magic machine and prevent the toxic mutagen from entering the river.
Isn't it a little late for that, Doctor?
Of course, that's why I'll have to do it. Yesterday, through the time machine.
This is all your fault, Bernard.
Behold, children, the Chronogon.
Doc, can't you just send Bernard?
No, you must all go to increase the odds that one of you will make it there alive.
Have any people ever been hurt in this thing?
Of course not. This is the first time I've ever tried it on people. Well, I'll be.
Bernard, float over here so I can punch you.
This must be that Woodstock place Mom and Dad are always talking about.
What could it all mean?
I don't know. I don't want to know.
Die. Die.
We may not live to see yesterday.
I'm sure Dr. Fred wouldn't have done this if it weren't safe.
After all, he is a doctor.
It works! I can't believe it! And they said imitation diamond wasn't good enough. Uh-oh. Cheap mail-order jewels.
What happened to Hoagie and Laverne?
I knew I should have bought a real diamond.
Are they alive?
My dials say that the larger specimen landed 200 years in the past, and the other is stuck 200 years in the future.
Well, hurry up and bring them back.
I will, as soon as I get a new diamond. Then all your buddies have to do is plug in their respective chronogons and...
Plug them in? Where is Hoagie going to find an electrical outlet 200 years in the past?
Yes, well, he'll be needing my patented super battery then, won't he? Now, where did I put those patented super battery plans of mine?
Plans? How are we going to get Hoagie plans?
Don't worry me with details, boy. Just help me find the plans. They're in this house somewhere.
Now what am I going to do?
I think I made myself perfectly clear. Step 1, find plans. Step 2, save world. Step 3, get out of my house. Let's get cracking.
Okay, we've got control again, but only for a short amount of time.
Maybe I put them upstairs. That's got to be it. Upstairs.
Okay, so the battery blends are right here. Not really hard to find. We pick them up.
I've got the plans.
Another little
Quick,
cutscene.
we have to flush them to Hoagie.
How did you get over there?
My ingenious super battery design, please.
You really flushed them.
Yes.
Down the toilet.
No, through time. Using the highly sophisticated time flux hydraulic vortex chamber I've installed in each chronogon, you can flush small inanimate objects to each other through time. Flush small inanimate objects to each other through time.
Hello? Dr. Fred, can you hear me? Drat.
Did you hear something?
No, let's see if what's-his-name catches on.
Oh, great. I'm stuck in colonial times, tentacles are taking over the world, and now the toilet's backing up.
Okay, come over here. It's your old pal, Dr. Fred.
Dr. Fred, how'd you get in there?
I want you to pick up those plans you see in the Chronogon, Hoagie. Bring them to Red Edison. He's my great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather. He'll know what to do.
You need the plans to make a super battery so you can plug in your chronogon.
Okay, if you say so, Bernard.
Good boy. Does he have any experience with electronics?
Well, I once saw him take 3,000 volts directly through his head without batting an eye.
Didn't he pass out?
Well, he was already passed out when it happened.
Time for me to save the world, I guess.
Okay, now we've unlocked Hoagie. We've got the patent applications. We'll go straight to the mansion with Hoagie. Oh, come on. And what we want here is to open the mailbox and pick up the letter. If you want to go fast, you want to do this with the hotkeys I showed you before. Okay, we need the letter. Where is it? And give it to Bernard. I'll show you what it says. You don't have
You're
to look at it.
brilliant. What a novel design. Come to Baltimore at once.
Yeah. Bernard
Well, I'll
needs
just
it.
run to the Chronogon.
There's this little cutscene.
There's something in the chronogon.
We have to watch it once again when we give an item from Bernard to Hoagie. But then this cutscene shouldn't play again. We switch back to
So as
Bernard.
soon as Hoagie gets that battery working, we're set.
I'm afraid not. We still need a diamond for the main unit. And your friend in the future needs power too, if she's still alive.
Alive?
Get me out of here. I like trees and everything, but this one has got to go.
Okay, so now we can really start to play the game. We go upstairs. Usually when you want to go fast, you want to skip all of the cutscenes and dialogues, obviously. I'll show you a little bit of the tech. When you hold down the dot button before starting a dialogue, let's see, I'll show you on this picture. When we look at this picture, he reads it.
It's signed, here's your EPA grant. Keep up the good work. Hi from Mommy, Ronnie 83.
Okay, and when we hold down the dot before a dialogue starts, I hold down the dot now, the point. and watch the picture again, it instantly skips all of the text. You just have to hold down. You can hold it down while a dialogue is running, then you skip it too, but the fastest way is to hold it down before it starts. Same goes with backspace and cutscenes. You want to hold down backspace before you start a cutscene. Like when we opened that clock, before you open the clock, you want to hold down backspace to go fast. You have to figure stuff out a little bit with timing, when to hold down which button, when there's a cutscene to skip, when there's a dialogue to skip. Yeah. Okay, so we came up from the cellar, we go up the stairs. Yeah, those little cutscenes, they're in-game timing. You never really know when they happen. You can just skip them. You won't see too much when you go really fast. First we go into the first door. We close the door and pick up those keys. Then we go, okay, open the door, go back out again. We need to go into the second door now. I'll use the shortcuts.
It's useless. No one will ever be interested in my design, so I'm ending my novelty inventing career right here in this tacky motel. How appropriate. I can't even do this right.
Yeah, when you open the door, you want to hold backspace again to skip this scene. Here we need our first item, the letter. We give the letter to the Dwayne.
Hey, there's a letter here for you.
For me? Probably another rejection slip. Oh well. You're brilliant. What a novel design. Come to Baltimore at once.
Okay. Before you give the letter to him, you want to hold down the dot. Okay, we pick up the ink. And we want to pick up the flag gun. And that's it. We never need to go back to this room. We go back down. We're done for now up here. We have to come up here another time later. But there's no way to do that on one run. We need the keys. We open the door here and go outside. There's our friend the mummy. Go to the right, to the path. And we want to give the keys to the man in the ski mask.
Here, perhaps these are your keys.
Where? Gimme.
Gimme.
Hey, thanks, pal. Keep the crowbar.
Thank you, masked man.
So we traded
What
in
sort of person would carry
our
around
keys for the
so many
crowbar.
keys?
Another little tech here I can
It
show
must
you.
be one of these.
Let's go back to the house. And inside, I'll show you in here another little tech we can do. We have to swap some items. We do that basically by dragging the item, like the textbook. Hoagie needs the textbook. We want to give the textbook to Hoagie. We'll just click on it and give it to Hoagie.
I'll use the chronojon.
Yeah, we have to watch this cutscene only one. Okay, that's it. The dialogue never comes up again. Also, I'll show you that on the old graphics. As you can see, we are way faster with the inventory now. We can flush items to other characters while we are running. While we are clicking on the floor, we can quickly flush items. He needs the help wanted sign and this flyer we picked up earlier. We want to give to Hoagie too. So when we go back here, when I click on the door, it won't flush. We have to click on the floor. And now we can quickly flush it, and now we open the door and go in here. Okay, I'll swap the graphics back. So that's some strat to navigate faster through the menu and swap items faster. Yeah, so what are we doing here? First of all, we want to... Yeah, we have to go to the right, because it triggers a little...
You missed the party.
Dialogue.
You and the clown were having a party?
No, last night. At the Novelty Good Salesmen's Convention. I tell you, we novelty good salesmen know how to have a good time.
Okay, we just end this dialogue.
Ciao, kid.
Now we have to use our flag gun with the gun on the table.
Wow, that guy just won the lottery.
Huh? I don't see anything.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, so this guy has cigars that blow up. He wanted to blow up our face, but now his lighter is a flag gun and he can't light the cigar. We want to talk to him. We say, nice cigars.
Nice cigars.
Number 2.
Nice. These babies are practically exploding with tobacco goodness. Oh, want a cigar?
And 1.
Sure, lay one of those Havanan babies on me.
I don't get it.
Okay, we got the cigar. And we got the lighter. We should have done that before, I forgot. We have to open this grating here. When the grating is open, we go to those teeth. They jump down automatically. You want to chase them, and you want to stay as low as possible so that they run into here. Now we can pick them up. Yeah, what I forgot to tell you earlier, you can choose dialogue options with the 1 through 6 numbers. Okay, we want to give the cigar to Hoagie. We're gonna give the lighter to Hoagie and the teeth. And I think yeah, that's it for Bernard for now. We want to swap to Hoagie and go inside the mansion. 200 years in the past. Yeah, come on, open it. Yeah, in the old graphics you can right-click most of the doors to open them. In the new one you just open the menu. Another thing why the old graphics are faster. We go back into the hall. We start by going into the kitchen back here. Open this door, go in here. Pick up the bucket. Open the cabinet. And pick up the brush. That's everything we need to do in here. Here we want to pick up the spaghetti and the oil. And don't forget to fill your bucket with water at the pump. Okay, that's this room. We never have to come back here again. Now, who's here? We got John Hancock, Thomas Jefferson, and George Washington himself. First, we want to give the cigar to George Washington.
Excuse me. Yes?
What is going to happen
may
now?
I offer you an excellent smoke? Can you also provide me with a light? Sure. Well, in that case... Blast, I hate it when that happens. See if you can't find those for me, will you? There's a good lad.
Okay. George lost his teeth. We got our chattering teeth. We give
Could
them
you
to
use
George.
these? Why, thank you, young man. Strange. I wonder if I should cut down on the coffee.
Hey, Tom, look! The father of our nation is cold. Better build a fire.
You're right. Huh. I guess you can have my log.
Me? Why should I build the fire? You build the fire.
I'm bothered by the smoke. You build the fire.
I'm bothered by your attitude. You build the fire.
No, you build the fire, Mr. Penmanship.
No, you build the fire, log lover.
No, you build the fire.
No, you build the fire.
This goes on forever. Well, 2 hours later, someone finally
You big baby.
managed to build a fire. So what happened now? We can pick up the blanket. John Hancock had this blanket. We can pick it up now. Usually you can go up the fireplace, but with the fire you can't do that. So we go back through the door. We want to open the watch, the clock here too, and go inside. And we need the hammer. We pick up the hammer, the left-handed hammer.
Hey, that's a left-handed hammer, you know. I invented it myself. It was for my ungrateful slob of a left-handed son. Oh, well.
Okay, so right now we can get rid of a few items. We want to give the help wanted sign to Red Edison.
What's this? Help wanted, moronic drone, assist genius, yada yada yada. Well, I'm the only genius around, and you look dumb enough. So pick up your lab coat and get to work.
Okay, now we've unlocked the lab coat, we pick it up. Also we give the patent applications for the super battery to Red Edison.
Super battery, eh? Brilliant design. Sometimes I amaze myself. Now all I need is oil, vinegar, and some gold.
Okay, we need oil, vinegar and gold. We picked up the oil, we can give it to him right away. You don't have to do that.
Ah, excellent. I need that for my super battery.
We have to come back later anyway. Only important thing is the hammer at this point. The other things you can give him now or later, it doesn't matter. Now we've got everything for now and we can go further up. Okay, we enter the first door. We have to use George's bed. We want to pull the cord. We destroy the bed.
Here I am, don't get your curls in an uproar. Excuse me, Mr. Washington. Boy, what a mess.
Okay, now she cleans up the room. She only does that when we use the bed, when we destroy the bed. Here we can take the soap. We want it. Okay, we don't enter the second room for now. We go straight into the third room. Here we need the wine bottle. We picked it up and leave. And we go back, further back. Here's this funny horse. We use the book we got from Bernard earlier with the horse.
Ahem. The LALR compiler is constructed by the following method. First, develop a rigorous elective grammar. If the elements have NP completeness, the crunchy factor can be ignored. Blah, 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 blah. Whoa.
The horse fell asleep. We can steal his dentures, his teeth. And at this point, let me tell you, each and every character in this game can be talked to, and you really should play the game and talk to all those characters. Look at all the items, try to use all the items on everything. There are so many hilarious dialogues, so many hilarious stuff in this game. You should totally play it the first time without any help. Or at least until you get stuck.
Question is, which one's stuffed and which one's the real McCoy?
I assure you that we are both real, but we are neither one of us McCoys. We are Edisons, Ned and Jed.
Who's who?
Does it really matter? Even our dear father can't tell us apart. He only knows that one of us is left-handed while the other is right, but that neither of us are following in his tiny scientific footsteps. Hold still, Jed. So, I'm almost too frightened to ask, are you the marble delivery man? Or the model?
Okay, we got some dialogue options now. When you go in here and skip all of this, you shouldn't have those dialogues when you do it right. Or maybe you do, I'm not sure, but we take the last.
Sorry, hope I haven't jostled you.
Option number 4. Yeah, you have to say that. So, yeah, we got our left-handed hammer. We use this with the right-handed hammer right here. What's going to happen? I won.
No.
Oh no.
I've lost it.
Yeah.
Oh, where hath gone
Can't do
the
it.
muse that once guided my hand with such care? Must inspiration be so transitory? Must art be so cruel? I'm a failure. Don't say that, Ned. Father was right. We Edisons are made to be scientists, not artists. Dear brother, we must be strong in these times of creative adversity. Why don't you let me take over for a while? I'll clean this rubble up and start over. You relax. Have a cappuccino. I'm glad we switched places. I think you're coming out quite well.
So, what's going to happen? There's a statue we haven't seen yet. But the statue is now right-handed. It was left-handed before. That gets important later. Okay, we're done in this room. If you play this game, talk to those two guys. It's amazing. And we go up to the attic. There's red paint. We need the red paint. We pick that up. And we want to steal the mouse from the cat. So we use Ned's bed. It squeaks. Now we got the option to use the squeaky mattress. You have to search for it a little bit. Sometimes it happens that you press the wrong thing here. So the squeaky mattress we want to use with the bed on the back here, with Chad's bed.
Sounds like the cat's caught a moose up there.
Yeah. Now when we use the mattress, it squeaks and the cat runs all the way back here so we can steal the mouse. When we do it while the cat's only over here, we can't get the mouse. We want to go out of this window now. Another little cutscene here.
Those founding fathers are driving me nuts. Flag design changes every 5 minutes. But as soon as I'm done with this, I'm making them a flag, ready or not.
Yeah, that's the room we skipped before. Okay, and while we're out here, we want to use the blanket we stole earlier downstairs. Oh, come on. And use it with the chimney. The bird goes off.
Fire!
Fire! This is great.
Okay. Who was the idiot who started the fire?
Okay, we have to go all the way back now. We still can't use the chimney. So we're running downstairs. While we're running, we can use the soap with the bucket. I was too slow right now.
The water's all sudsy now.
To get this thingy. You can do it really fast while going along this hallway. There's plenty of time. We want to go in here. Because now we can steal this golden feather. Gold-plated quill pen. Okay, the feather, we want to pick that up. We go back to the left. And here they are again.
It looks pretty clear in here now. Say, did you get the pen on our way out?
No, I
found a blanket blocking the chimney.
Son, do you know anything about a blanket? Didn't the dude next to you have one earlier? Hey, catch you later.
Okay, now we want to go outside. We have to do just some more things here. We want to go all the way back here to the field and back to this tree here, the kumquat tree, and we use the red paint. Where is it? The red paint we found earlier with this kumquat tree. Let's go back. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Just a second. Yeah. We go back to the inn. Now, what we want to do is we need the bucket and the brush. We want to use either one of them with the carriage. I think we can also use the brush with the bucket. Yeah. As long as we're on the screen. He starts washing the car.
Dum-de-dum.
Dum-de-dum. And when you wash your car, it starts to rain.
Looks like a big storm. See,
We haven't seen him yet.
I never wash my car.
But there's Ben Franklin. So we triggered
Ben,
that.
What do you want?
Where are you going? What about your experiment?
Even science sometimes gets cold on account of rain, my boy.
But how are you ever going to get lightning if you're not going to stand out in a storm?
To be frank, which I am, I don't know. The science of electrodynamics, much like your mind apparently, is still in a state of relative infancy. Back to the drawing board, I say.
This is
What
great.
a genius.
Yeah, okay, now I think no, we have to go back in. Of course, we have to go back in. We have to go back in here. We can finish up this room now. We have this flyer we picked up with Bernard at the beginning. We put the flyer into the suggestion box. Let's see what happens.
Boy, it's sure quiet in here. I wonder if there might be any ideas worth discussing in the suggestion box.
Water.
Maybe somebody should take a look. I say, lads, I have an idea.
Does it have anything to do with starting a fire?
No. I was thinking it's about time we open the suggestion box. Don't you agree?
Sure, George, if you say so.
Yes, whatever you think is fine with us.
Excellent.
What's he thinking? No one of any importance has been here all day. What could be in the suggestion box?
Perhaps he intends to suggest something himself.
Oh. Here's a suggestion. It says, George says that every American should have a vacuum cleaner in their basement. What do you think, gentlemen?
Whatever you say, George.
Your name's on it. I'm sure you must have a good reason for suggesting it.
Yes. It's strange. I don't quite... Well, I'm sure I had a reason for it. If there are no objections, we shall add it to the Constitution immediately. No? Good. And so shall it be law.
So we changed the Constitution. Yeah. We come here. We'll need that way later. But we got a vacuum now, and we have. We want to give the wine bottle to Thomas Jefferson.
Thank you. This is exactly the sort of thing I need for the time capsule. I'll bury it tonight, and it won't be seen for hundreds of years. Future generations are in your debt.
Whoa.
Okay, and now we want to talk to George again.
Excuse me. Yes?
Yeah, the wine we'll get later in the future. Also the vacuum is in the future with Laverne. Okay, now this, because we talked to him the first time,
Whoa,
we have
you're
to go
like
through this
George
dialogue.
Washington. Very much like him, according to my wife, Mrs. Washington.
At this point, I think it doesn't matter what we're saying. I'm not really sure, but
Indeed.
pick what you want. Now here we want to pick up the second opinion, the cherry tree conversation. We want to start
Is it
that.
true about you and the cherry tree? Oh yes, it's
So,
quite
number
true.
2.
Why, I've cut down acres of cherry trees in my day.
Yeah, and now I always take the second dialogue.
I bet you've lost it. You couldn't cut down a tree to save your grandmother.
Lost it, have I? Why, I'd show you a thing or two if there were a cherry tree nearby. But as you can see, there... Oh, well, what do you know?
What a
there
coincidence.
is a cherry tree out there. Well, let's go chop the sucker down.
Yeah.
I said come down from there at once!
Try to understand. I'm stuck in this.
Voila!
You're quite a man.
Yes, I know.
So we've unlocked Laverne. We go right to Laverne.
Get me out of here! I haven't done anything.
Well, you must have done something or you wouldn't be here now, would you? You'd be out in the lobby with your tentacle owner, getting dressed up for the human show.
Owner? No one owns me.
Gosh, no owner, you say? Well, don't worry about it. I'm sure someone will come adopt you before we have to put you to sleep.
Damn that Dr. Fred.
Hey, she knows the Edison family motto.
Okay, so now we're in the future. Welcome to the future. The tentacles have taken over. We're imprisoned. So we haven't really unlocked Laverne. We're very limited in what we can do now. We have to talk to the guard.
You who, Mr. Tentacle Guy?
What?
And we are feeling sick. So number 3.
I don't feel so good. I think I'm going to throw up all over.
Uh-oh. Time to visit Dr. Tentacle.
Well, well, what have we here?
I feel pukey.
Indeed. All right, now hold still.
Are you gonna use your scalpel?
No, of course not.
Darn. Do you want to use mine?
No.
What?
Yeah, well, this chart looks pretty accurate.
What? What?
Just as I suspected.
What?
There's nothing wrong with you, human.
What a letdown.
Well, I'm late for the show. I'll send your keeper back for you.
Liver is great.
Oh. Sit. Stay. Good boy.
Okay, so humans are basically dogs 200 years from now. So we want that tentacle chart. We pick it up. There it is. We're done here. We go out of the door. We go back here. And back into this first door here. So we're back in the prison.
How'd you get out? Get back in there. I wish Dr. Tentacle would stop losing patience.
We want to talk to that guard again.
Yoo-hoo, Mr. Tentacle Guy.
What?
Now we'll pick number 2.
I have to go to the bathroom.
Ha, that's a good one. Imagine a human using a bathroom.
Yeah.
Come on, let's take a walk.
Yeah, since we're treated as dogs.
Okay, human, do your business.
We'll just get sent outside. So we want to park Laverne here. Let's look at her inventory. She's got a scalpel. We sent it right over to Bernard. And we got a tentacle chart. We sent it right to Hoagie. And I'm not sure. I think we can switch to Bernard now. Oh wait, I forgot. Yeah, let's go to Hoagie. So what's important? We want to trade some items now to Bernard, but we can't do that. Never do it on the screen where the Chronochon is. Here's the Chronochon. We don't want to trade items here. If we give an item to Bernard now, Hoagie runs all the way to the Chronochon, puts it in there, and that's just a big waste of time. So we go to the next screen. Go here. We can stand right here. And I'll show you what items we want to swap now. We want to give the can opener to Laverne. We want to give the spaghetti to Laverne. And we want to give the dentures to Laverne. Also give the mouse to Laverne. And we want to give the red paint to Bernard. Okay, I guess we're ready to go play Bernard again. We can finish up everything with Bernard now. So we are here. While we're here, we can use our scalpel with Uso the Clown. And pick up the box of loves. Now we go back here. Here we pick up the decaf coffee and the normal coffee. And just to show you a little tiny time save here. I'll switch to the classic graphics again. When we press U, we get the U's. You can also push U's here, but to go fast, we want to press U, click on the fork, and we can pull it right to Laverne. Laverne needs the fork. We drag it right over to her. So it happens instantly. It's a little bit of a... You have to get used to the controls to do this fast enough. But this way you can save some time. I'll switch back to the graphics. While we're at it, the box of loves we just picked up, we give it to Laverne, she needs it later. Yeah. We don't have to go back here now, we can leave this room for now. And we want to go out the door. Yeah, we want to pick up this dime in here. There's also a nice little trick. I want to show you this. I told you you can skip cutscenes by holding backspace. Let's see if this works. We want to use the crowbar with the gum here. I hold backspace down. Yeah, he picks it up instantly, no matter where he stands. When you don't hold backspace, he walks there. Then you see this little animation. I just skipped it. I'm sorry for that. You have to watch that on your own. But with this little strats, you can save some time on some screens. We can basically do this while we're walking right over here, use this, and we don't have to go back and forth this way here. So we picked up the gun with the dime. It's in our inventory. We want to use it. Yeah. Again, there's a little cutscene. You have to time that too. So you can skip it instantly. And we want to pick up the dime in the phone here. Now we go back down. Here you can use that cutscene skip too if you want to. We want to use the decaf on the mug. If you have done it right while he walks down automatically. While we do that while he walks down and hold the backspace, we skip the entire cutscene and go back up right again. That's really fast. If you don't do it, we use the decaf now with the mug. He runs. Oh, come on, I didn't. Yeah. Use decaf with mug. He goes right here and the cutscene starts.
Thanks.
If you want to go fast, you want to skip that, of course. Yeah, he instantly falls asleep.
Must open safe. Must sign contract. Must provide for family.
Okay, if you want to know why all of this is happening and why we're doing all of this, you just have to talk to Dr. Fred. There are some amazing explanations for everything what's going on in here. Every puzzle has some hints to it, so if you keep having dialogues and keep inspecting stuff, you'll find out a lot of information about what to do. Okay, we want to go up. Here's another cutscene. If you're going to speedrun this game, you will basically never see this second cutscene here. So while we're up here, we have to go into the first door again. There's this coin slot. We use our dime here with this coin machine. When you inspect it, it says something like it gives you a lot of pleasure. We use it again, the second dime. Now we can pick up the sweater. And we have to, on our way out, we use the television. I just pressed U here.
This beautiful 4,000
Slip
carat
to the
diamond
eye.
can be yours today with a special rock bottom introductory price of $2 million. The number to call is 1-800-STAR-WARS. Don't miss this amazing once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Okay, now we know where our diamond is. We have to turn on the television to get the number. Don't worry, you have to remember it. But so we can make a call later. Now there's the candy machine. We use the crowbar here. Get ready for some other very hilarious cutscene. Yeah, of course. And now we pick up the quarters.
1968? 1974?
It's so stupid.
Oh, 1977.
Okay, that's that. We don't have to go into the second room again. So we go into the third room. Let's open the door.
Green!
Green!
Bernard!
What are you doing up here?
Well, I couldn't stop Purple, and he's gonna go out and conquer the world, and I'm afraid of what he'll do if he catches me, if Dr. Fred doesn't find me first. Does that answer your question?
Yeah. Hey!
What's up, Bernard?
Okay, we
See
don't
you
need to
later.
talk to him.
Yeah! Good luck in saving the world, B-Man.
But please play the game and talk to him, it's amazing. Okay, so first thing, there's a speaker. We want to push the speaker. We want to do that first. We take the videotape and now we turn on the stereo. Yeah. And now you can see
Wow! This is loud.
loud music. And this thingy here is falling down. When you just turn on the stereo, it only it doesn't fall down. You have to push the speaker, and in order to only watch this cutscene once, we push the speaker first. Right now, I'm going to turn that off
Whew.
because the music plays. When you don't turn it off, the music keeps on playing the whole time, and it's annoying. If you want to go fast, you don't turn it off, obviously. But for now, better go with the normal soundtrack here. It's way better. We're done here. We go back. We go. It doesn't matter where we go first. Let's go in here first.
Hey, aren't you Weird Ed Edison, the paramilitary nut?
Why, yes, Hey, do I know you?
Yeah, I'm Bernard Bernoulli. I broke into your house 5 years ago, kidnapped your hamster, broke into your piggy bank.
No, doesn't ring a bell, but I can't remember much about that period anyway. My psychotherapist thinks something traumatic happened to me back then that I'm blocking out.
Okay, we don't have to talk to him. Oh well, there's. Yeah, no way to
So what are you up to these days?
get away
Don't
from
worry
get
about
out of this dialogue now.
I'm much better now. I don't have those bad thoughts anymore. Now I collect stamps.
Okay, now
Well,
we can
hope I didn't get
exit
you too
this
excited.
dialogue.
Bye.
Peace
When-
be with you.
Okay, when you enter this room while holding backspace, you can skip this entirely. You don't even have dialogues. So just hold backspace if you want to go fast. In this room there's this computer here. If you use that computer, you can play the original Maniac Mansion. You can play the full game here if you want to. We are not doing this right now. We pick up this hamster. That's the first thing we want to do here. And first we pick up the hamster, then we use the disappearing ink on the album.
Hey, wanna see a neat trick?
Sure.
Neat, huh?
My Pony Express stamp. You ruined my Pony Express stamp. Not to mention 5 years of therapy. Get out of my room.
Jeez, what a grump. He should really try to find some outlet for those negative feelings.
Okay, we want to pick up the stamp. If we enter now, he is still angry with us, so we had to pick the hamster earlier. If you want to pick the hamster now, you have to pick up the album, give it to him, and then you can pick up the hamster. So don't forget to pick the hamster up first. Now we go in here. We have seen this room before. Here's Nurse Edna. Here's the statue. Here we're going to push Nurse Edna. And goodbye, Edna.
Well, you know what they say. If you want to save the world, you gotta push a few old ladies down the stairs.
Yeah, of course. We were only able to do that because we've changed the statue. If it would be still left-handed, Edna would have hold on to the sword or the arm and just would have knocked us down. Okay, here's the monitor. We found a VCR, we found a videotape earlier, which we are going to use with the VCR. Now we're looking at the monitor. We see Dr. Ed at the safe. We record this scene. Funny little cutscene now. Of course, you want to hold backspace.
Dr. Fred Edison,
while doing
Internal
this
Revenue.
To skip all of it.
Come with us.
For the
We'd like to
speedrun.
go over some of your records with you. Upstairs.
Okay, now we have to rewind. We click this button here. This means we're in slow motion now, and we play it again. So we can actually see the code for the save. Again, you don't have to remember that, you don't have to write it down. Just by doing that, we can open the save now.
Dr. Fred Edison, Internal Revenue. Come with us.
Okay, now we're going to leave. I think we can just click, yeah, just click to the sides. We're done in this room. Never have to come back here. Now we go back down. We don't have to go up. There's nothing, only those two men in black are sitting up there. So we go back down. We want to go here. Here you can swap items again if you want to be fast. We want to use the hamster with the ice machine.
I'm sorry to do this to you, little fella, but it's for the future of the whole planet.
Yeah, that's some little cutscene. You can't skip that cutscene. You have to hold the dot, the point, to skip the first dialogue. That's what I meant with you have to figure out for yourself when to skip cutscenes, when to skip dialogues. Here the skip cutscene doesn't work. Okay, now we can go back down. We want to go in here. Open the safe.
Let's see, it's 101-99957.
And we pick up the contract. Also, we need the Swiss bank book. And let me go to the side a bit. There's a drawer. We one button. We open it. Just clicked O to open it. And I want to show you again too. There's this boo-boo big gun. We want to pick that up too. And we leave again. We need, oh yeah, we need to pick up the fake barf. Go into the main hall. We have to go back in here, back into the kitchen. And now we enter the second room here. Just let me open that. Here's a dryer. We use the sweater with the dryer. And we use our all of those quarters with the dryer. Later that day.
Whew.
Okay, we open the cabinet and pick up the funnel. So that's it for those two rooms. Now we go up the fireplace. Here's a crank. We pick up this crank and we go up in we enter through this window. Okay, so there's Dr. Fred, and we can pick up this rope here. And we leave again through the window. Use the rope, where is it? Down here, on the pulley. And we have to go to the back down the chimney again. Now starts a little bit of back and forth through this chimney and through these rooms here. We go out here and we can see the rope here. We use the dangling rope with, what's it called? Dead Cousin Ted. Now, here comes the poetic part. We use the red paint. We saw Dr. Fred is wrapped in red something. We use this with Cousin Ted, the red paint.
Ted is red. See, red Ted.
Yeah, so now we go back up. And we don't pick it up. We pull the rope. Yeah, of course. So that's why we have to do even more back and forth through the chimney, because of course we fell down. We go back up through the chimney and into the window. Now what we want to do is we use Ted with Dr. Fred.
Thought I heard something. Everything okay in there? Well, try and keep it down, okay?
We had to do all of this so we can fool those two guys and to free Dr. Fred. We used the rope with Dr. Fred's feet. Again, I pushed U to get the use command fast. We go back out and we pull the... Actually, can we use the rope too? I'm not sure. I think...
I'd rather
yeah.
not.
No, we can use it. We have to pull it. Pull was it Y? Yeah. We have to pull the rope again.
Nah, I'm not gonna make that mistake again.
It's not that stupid, of course. That's way better, yeah, of course. I love this game.
Dr. Fred, are you okay? Dr. Fred? I'd better get him to the lab. Well, I got him in here, but he's out cold.
Okay, so what we are doing now is we use the funnel we got earlier from the washing kitchen with Dr. Fred. And now we use the regular coffee with the funnel to wake him up again. Need some more water.
Damn good coffee.
Okay, we woke him up. We found our contract in the safe earlier. We try to give it, we use it with Dr. Fred.
I got the contract for you to sign, Doctor.
Sorry, I don't like to sign things that I haven't read.
Yeah, we have to get him to sign that. So, how to do that? We use number 4, the last one. So, 4.
Oh, forget it. I'll get rid of Purple Tentacle myself.
Oh, yeah?
We have to trick him a little bit, and now we pick number 2.
I'm starting up a petition to ban all tentacles.
Wow! Where do I sign?
Right here.
Well, that was easy.
Well, good luck.
We got our signature. We go upstairs. We are finished with Bernard. I usually go in here and I park him right here at the telephone, because as soon as we're done with Hoagie, we have to use the phone. Now let me show you which items we have to give to which character. We haven't touched Laverne. Laverne is still outside. That's very important. So we can give her items. We can't give her items while she's locked up, obviously. But while she's outside, we'll give her all the items she needs. The most important of all is the crank.
It doesn't seem to open.
Okay, I pressed something. Okay, we give the crank to Laverne. Laverne also needs the fake barf, and Laverne needs the boo boo bee gun. Let me take a quick look. That's it. And we can also use the stamp on the contract. You can do that at any time. It doesn't have to be right now. Sorry. And the signed contract we send right over to Hoagie. Okay, so Bernard is done. Now we have to switch to Hoagie. It's just some tiny little... oh god, I forgot.
How about an amendment that the president has to be a human being?
Please, this is serious business.
You're right.
Yeah, I forgot something. That's new for me too. I parked Hoagie right here before. So, and finished up with Bernard. So we have the contract and we can drop it right into the mailbox. Yeah, since Bernard's standing here.
Yes, what do you want?
Hi there. Is this Dr. Fred Edison?
Who did you think you called? Dr. Spock? Look, I don't have all day.
This is Farley Crock at LucasArts Games. I just discovered your contract among some very old files, and, well, our lawyers say that we have to pay you $2 million in back royalties. For the use of your family in the Maniac Mansion video game.
What?
This is Farley Crock.
No, I heard that, you moron. When do I get my money?
Oh, right now. It's been credited to your Swiss bank account.
Operator, get me a travel agent. This is an emergency.
Okay, so now we would be able to use the phone with Bernard. But we'll do that later, so we don't have to switch back and forth. We do it right at the end. Doesn't make a difference. Okay, now we go inside. Hoagie doesn't have much to do. We go to the last room. Again, we want to, if you want to speedrun, you want to hold backspace, the skip cutscene button, when you open the door and enter it. Not when you open it, when you enter the room.
I told you guys I'll get to the flag next. I'm working as fast as I can.
Hey, chill. Take your time.
Don't tell me you've got another design change for the flag.
Yeah, you can skip all of this while holding backspace. Now we have to do that dialogue.
I've got another design change for the flag.
I knew it. What's the current brainstorm from our fickle founding fathers?
Yeah, it doesn't matter what we're saying here. Just pick your favorite ones. I always
We need a
last
babe in a leather bikini swinging a broadaxe.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh, what the heck. At this point, I'd do anything just to have it over with. Put the pattern on the table, and I'll look at it when I'm done with this job.
Okay, so next thing we're going to change. We change the flag of the United States. Yeah. We used the tentacle chart we sent from Laverne earlier. That's why we had to switch to Laverne. We use them and drop them here. And what's happening? Oh, come on, where's the menu open? Okay, now I like to go back down. We can switch to Laverne right away, but I like to go back down, go in here, and let Hoagie wait right here. We switch to Laverne now. We've got everything. Let's see. We have the crank. The crank is the important thing here. We have to talk to the guard.
Yoo-hoo, Mr. Tentacle Guy.
It's about time.
We're back in the cell. Talk to the guard again.
Mr. Tentacle Guy.
What?
And we are feeling sick again.
Ooh, I don't feel so good.
Again?
So we go right back here. We just can't do anything in here. We leave. We have to go to the backside and up the fireplace, up the chimney. Because, of course, here's our flag. That's why the crank is so important. We have to use the... Oh, come on. Have to use the crank here to get our flag. No, not... Oh, God. Yeah, I'm not used to the wheel menu. Let's press U. Use the crank. P. Pick up. And we use the flag. And what happens? Oh god, I love this outfit. I so want a tentacle costume for myself. Okay, we are a tentacle now. We are talking to this blue tentacle guy now.
Hello, I'm a tentacle. I'd like to enter my insignificant human in the show.
Oh my, yes, of course. Take these tags and put them on your human and have them wait on the bench in the lobby. Entrance will be judged in 3 categories. Best smile, best hair, and best laugh.
Thank you, fellow tentacle. Unlike humans, you have been very useful.
Oh, thank you. Believe me, it was my pleasure.
Now all I need is a human.
Yowza! That was one good-looking tentacle.
Who says yowza? Excuse me. Okay, so usually you walk around and you hear that there's a beauty contest for humans going on. Those 3 beautiful ladies here are entering. Here's a guard blocking the clock, so we can't go in there, so we go upstairs.
Stupid tentacle.
Yeah, I love it. We go right into the first room, and look what we've got here. We need the can opener. Use the can opener on this time capsule. We know what's in here. Another little funny thing. The wine turned into vinegar. We gave the wine earlier. Here. Got vinegar. We give the vinegar right away to Hoagie. So we used the wine in the past, picked it up in the future, sent it back to the past again. We have to look at the ice machine.
Looks like there's some
Now
kind of rodent
we
there.
have the option to choose the hamster. We pick it up. Funny thing, this part is skippable, other than with Bernard. And now we want to go into the middle door. No, yeah, of course. Into the second room. Look who's here, our mummy friend. In this room there's an extension cord we want to pick up. And the roller skates we want to pick up. We use the roller skates on the mummy. And we are going to enter the mummy into the beauty contest. We put the name tag on him.
You're ready to go now.
And we'll just push him.
Well, that's the spirit.
Yeah, of course.
Everyone's raring to go. Let's get this show on the road.
Okay, so that
here
starts
we
the beauty
come.
contest.
My finest hour.
Yeah, we don't have to go into the third room. You just have to find out for yourself what's in there. So we go back here, and we're here where the beauty contest is taking place. So first thing we have to do is we get rid of Harold, because Harold is more beautiful than our mummy, or I think he's similar. She's similar. She, it doesn't matter. Okay, let's use the fake buff with Harold. Just get rid of him.
Oh, Harold, that's gross.
What are you babbling about?
You really should have told the judges if you weren't feeling well.
Oh, ick! Now, how did that mess get in there? I think I'm going to be sick.
Someone in here not feeling well?
I was feeling fine until I saw that.
Is that your regurgitation?
No, I'm an healthy human.
Didn't you just say you thought you were going to be sick?
That's just a figure of speech.
Do you realize you could have infected the whole show with human influenza?
But I just got all my shots.
You're a good-looking human, Harold, but you know the rules. You're out of the show.
Reject. Goodbye, Harold.
What a mess.
I hate cleaning up after humans.
Yeah, that was a lot of cleaning up for him. Okay. So, our main competitor is gone. Now we need to make our mummy beautiful. So we need the best laugh, the best smile, of course. We use our teeth we stole from the horse with Hoagie. We need the best laugh. We got a box of love from Uzo the clown. And we sent our spaghetti over. They're wet now because we flushed them. So we use the spaghetti here, and we need the fork to put them in shape. For our best hair. Okay, we're done here. We're going to the right.
And so I said to her, that's not my
Let's
suction
listen to
cup.
This is
You
stupid.
think that's funny? Listen
It's
to
tentacle
this.
humor. Okay, so let's talk to the judges. We have our first three options.
Hey, when are you guys going to judge best hair?
Oh, all right.
Yeah, we have to let them judge all three of them. So only you can just pick the first option.
Wow, that's the best
If you
hair
want to.
I've ever seen on a mummy.
Thick and full.
And juicy.
The mummy wins.
Agreed.
I love this animation when they're walking. Okay, we talk to them again.
Hey, when are you guys
Number
going
one
to judge
again.
Best Smile?
Oh, all right.
I like the quiet one with the big teeth.
There's nothing in the rules about them being white.
First place goes to the mummy.
Nice.
Agreed.
Yeah, of course. Look at this beautiful smile. We talk to them again. Number
Hey,
one again.
when are you guys going to judge Best Laugh?
Oh, all right.
Oh god, I love Laverne. She's great.
Okay, who's got a joke?
Hey, I just flew in from Baltimore, and boy are my suction cups tired.
A classic.
Tentacle humor. Amazing. Ha. Ha. Ha.
It's amazing how the mummy can do that without moving his lips.
I say we give him first place.
Agreed.
Nice. Did it.
Well, that makes him best of show.
Let's go congratulate him.
He is very well preserved.
I'll miss his laugh.
It's time to give him his winnings and start packing up. We gotta get this whole show to Baltimore by Thursday.
Yes, our work here is done.
Okay. Oh, this is beautiful. Nice.
Well, Ted, this is where we part ways. You've certainly helped save humanity. Even though you've been dead for thousands of years, I think you're my favorite Edison.
Okay, so now we won first prize. We won dinner certificate and the trophy. Okay, we're done. Up here we can go back down. Never have to come up here again. Still have to get rid of this guy. First, we go outside, please. Yeah, we go outside. When we go back here, we see this cute little cat. And the fence. We use the Boo Boo Bee gun on the fence.
This ought to be good.
Oh no. Okay, so we made ourselves a skunk, I guess. And we have to get her down. We got our mouse, use the mouse with the cat.
Well,
But I
what do
guess
we have
that's
here?
the easy part to figure out.
Looks like a prosthetic rodent.
And we got ourselves a cat.
Another specimen.
Yeah. Oh, can we look at it? What does it say?
Ooh, a skunk. How frightening.
Okay, so we made a skunk out of a cat. Okay, we go back here to the Chronotron. We found our extension cord. We use it with the plug. And then we pick it up or use it with this. Let me go to the side a little bit. Okay, I press U. Use the extension cord with the window. And we're done outside here. We go back inside. Go all the way back in and all the way to the back. Now we can enter. It doesn't matter which room we enter first. I'll go in here first.
Say, cutie, what brings a hot tentacle babe like you to a dump like this?
Okay, I'll just
I'm here by accident.
end the conversation.
Bye.
Hey, I don't want to be here either.
And we give the dinner certificate to the guard.
Whoa! Dinner for two at Club Tentacle? I can't wait to tell my wife.
And now we want to use the cat. I think we just have to click it, yeah. Just click on the cat in your inventory. Was just a normal left click.
Hey, look, a skunk.
Those animations are awesome.
Come back here, you mangy humans! You can't do this! This is an escape-proof facility!
Who says you can't learn anything from cartoons, eh, kitty?
Okay, so those three guys who were sitting there, when you talk to them, they say they're only frightened of skunks. That's the little hint for this puzzle. Now we have to go in here, because, okay, another little cutscene.
Tell me, Lieutenant, how do you really feel about humans?
Honestly, sir, I think they're filthy, obscene, foul, sickening, like the stuff in your eyes when you wake up, like the wax that builds up behind your suction cups after a few days.
That's enough, son. I just wanted to be sure you weren't one of those humanist sympathizers. What with this ridiculous human show going on here, there's humophiles everywhere.
I'm no humophile, sir.
That's good. Now let me tell you about a little plan I have.
Okay, that was the one room we skipped. I told you have to figure out by yourself. Now you've seen what's in there. Okay, so there's a microwave. There's some pretty good dialogue coming up. We use our frozen hamster with the microwave for obvious reasons.
Gosh, I hope this isn't like the primitive, dangerous microwave ovens of my century. Those things could really pop a hamster good. Uh-oh. That was fun, but only because this is the 22nd century. You see, kids who put hamsters in microwaves back where I'm from get taken away from their parents and put up for adoption. So don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't put your hamster into the microwave. Not even after freezing. Don't even freeze him. I think that's not very healthy for a hamster too. Okay, we go in here, and this room looks exactly like it looked 200 years ago. And what a coincidence, the dryer is finished. We pick up the sweater.
Ooh, cute.
The sweater is tiny now, and we can use the sweater with the hamster.
This ought to warm him up.
The hamster was wet and cold. He wouldn't do any good, so we had to warm him up. Okay, we're almost done with Laverne. The clock is ready to be opened, and we can enter it. Now there's the room where the vacuum is. There's the extension cord. We use the extension cord with the... Okay, we use the extension cord with the outlet. And now we use our hamster with the generator. No idea why that is happening. But okay, guess that's fine. No. Yeah, and that's why we need the vacuum. We use the vacuum with you again, with this hole. Very elegantly we suck out the hamster. There is this hatch. I'll show you. There's the hatch we have to open. Please. Also, there's the old time machine. And we pick up the dust bowl. Of course, this is our hamster. And there is this hubcap that just popped out of here when the glove hit us. You don't pick it up, we don't need it. But I will pick it up to show you, to tell you something. A little fun fact. We got this trophy earlier and we got this hubcap now. Those two items are the only items that have absolutely no use in the whole game. The trophy we get, there's no other way, but the hubcap, we don't even have to pick it up. There's just nothing to do with those two items, and those are the only two items which are utterly, completely useless. Okay, put the hamster back in the generator again.
Well,
there's our jingle.
look at that sucker go. He just keeps running and running and running.
Okay, so that's done. We're finished with Laverne. We swapped to Hoagie. We give the gold-plated quill from earlier to...
Excellent. I need
what's
that
it?
for
Is
my
it-
super battery.
Is it Red Edison? Yeah, Red Edison. And to give the vinegar to Red Edison.
The final element for my ingenious battery. Stand back, boy.
You wanna
Give
hit,
me room to work.
You wanna hold down backspace again to skip this cutscene here. If you wanna go fast. Yeah, there's a lot of tools in this code. Not a great animation. So the battery is done.
Miracle of modern science. It will look lovely here on the shelf until I take it with me to Baltimore.
Here's the battery. We just pick it up.
Don't look now, but the British are coming, dude.
Eh? Where? Is that supposed to be funny? I'm very busy.
Okay, so we got our battery. We go upstairs here. All the way up. Not all the way, just to the next floor. And we want to go to the last room, to Ben. Ben Franklin is in his room now. We want to give him the code. We have to give the code to him or press G. If you just, let me show you. If you just click it with left.
It looks kind of small for me.
Yeah, he just... okay, when you click it twice it works, but faster is to just press G.
I got something good for you, mister.
Give it to Ben.
Mister.
Mr. Brainstorm?
Longer
Yes,
cutscene you
hand
can
it
skip
over.
with backspace.
Doesn't this belong to somebody?
Yeah, Red Edison.
Ah. I'm sorry, but the man has no vision. A lightweight, durable fabric like this going to waste down in his basement. When I'm done with it, it will fly. Eureka! The all-season Francocopter, ready to make history.
Okay, so that sends us out here. Later that
No,
day.
there's no fuse.
So, what do I light?
For the last time, you're not going to light anything. You just push it.
The whole time? How am I going to get up that high?
This is great.
Listen, just wait for me to say the word now. Then push the kite into the air, all right?
I'm on your lasagna.
Oh god, I'm on your
Let's hope
lasagna.
so.
Oh my god. Okay, we got the kite in our inventory for now. We use the battery with the kite in the inventory. Now we push the kite. A little late, you have to be fast.
Whee!
You can do it in the inventory, or
She's handling kind of funny.
the kite that
You
Hoagie
got
holds
it.
in his
Just
hand
hang
works as
on
well.
there.
She's too heavy. I can't control her.
Hang on, Ben. Hang on.
She's breaking up. She's breaking up. Run for your life. Now that was interesting.
Yeah. Say, can I see that kite for a second?
No, I'm taking it back to my lab in Philly right now so I can study the results. Wish me luck.
What a
I never
coincidence.
got your name.
It's Hoagie, sir.
Nice working with you, Hoagie. I promise to name an invention after you someday.
Gosh, thanks.
Okay. Okay, so there's the battery. We can pick it up now. Don't forget to pick it up. It's not a long way back here, but whatever. And we go to the outhouse. To the chronotron, of course. Use the battery, the charged battery, with the plug. And that's it with Hoagie. Hoagie's finished. We go to Bernard. We just have to use the phone.
Couch Potato Shopping Channel, Wanda speaking.
I want to buy a diamond.
This is a cutscene where you want to hold the
Do you have a
dot or
major
the point,
credit card?
I have a numbered Swiss bank account.
because you can skip it with backspace.
What's the number, sir?
It's 846-427-35327.
Very good, sir. We'll send the diamond by pronto post lightspeed delivery immediately. Thank you for calling.
Now that's service. I better get this to Dr. Fred right away.
Okay.
That should do it.
If
Where
you want
did
to
you
skip
get
the
this diamond
cutscene,
anyway?
you hit backspace.
It was donated by a group of Girl Scouts who were in the neighborhood.
How heartwarming. According to my instruments, everything is in readiness. Your friends have activated their units, so it's time to throw the switch.
Okay, and as soon as you throw the switch, you can hit backspace to skip the rest of this cutscene.
Hoagie!
Of course, I'll show it to you now because it's amazing, it's hilarious.
Hi! Laverne! Wow! I'm so glad you two made it back okay.
I hate to interrupt, but there's no time to lose. Now that you're back, we've got to proceed with the original plan and send you back to yesterday to turn off the Sludge-O-Matic.
Huh?
Say what?
Now hold on a minute, Dr. Fred. They just barely made it back to our time alive, and I think...
Ha! You can't turn off the machine if
Good
I
night.
get there first.
Uh-oh.
Don't worry, guys. This time I know I can stop him.
Uh-oh. I guess we better do something.
Let's go.
No, wait! You can't all go in the same stall. Didn't you see the fly?
Oh, yeah.
We're
some kind of monster, dudes.
Great. Stuck here the rest of my life, listening to Bernard talking and watching Hoagie eat. Mom warned me there'd be days like this.
Now, wait just a minute.
It's Perfect Tentacle!
It's Green Tentacle. What was that, Green?
Perfect Tentacle behind you!
What?
I believe he's trying to warn you about me.
Oh.
We're going to turn off the Sludge-O-Matic and defeat your evil plan, overgrown worm.
You sorry lot are no match for me.
But there's 3 of us. Well, sort of.
Nevertheless, I mean to crush you.
Yeah?
You and what army?
Why, this army, of course.
Oh my god.
Yikes.
You see, I've been busy. These are all versions of myself from the future. I've been bringing them back here using the Chronojon. Together, we will conquer the world. You 10 there. Go to the basement and guard the sludge-o-matic. No one is to touch the sludge-o-matic. Now, creature, I must decide what excruciating tortures to leave them to me. I've been itching for a chance to test out my newly completed diminuator.
Uh-oh. Excuse me. Us.
All right, the rest of you come with me. Next stop, the world.
What do we do now?
Whoa.
It wears off.
Aha!
Run for it!
Damn. The battery must not have had time to recharge, but it will.
Shh! Maybe he won't find us.
You, where are you, human?
Okay, so the final showdown started. We've gained control of all 3 characters at the same time. We want to leave. We're in yesterday now. We open this door. Oh, and there's...
Uh-oh.
Important thing is that the door is open. You just click open it when leaving the other room.
This.
Yeah, we gotta be a little bit fast. He automatically runs back to this room, but we want to go in here. So you have to click pretty fast to this room and then into the mouse hole. And there's the bowling ball. To be... we want to pick that up. But we're small,
way too high.
so we have to wait a little. Now we pick it up. I always do it when I'm small to line up that I can immediately pick it up when I'm getting big.
Hey!
Okay, so we got the bowling ball, we
go
go back outside. The old purple is gone. We go back down and enter the dark passage, because we want to turn off the sludge-o-matic. It is guarded by the 10 tentacles from earlier. We use the bowling ball on them. You wanna hit backspace or hold backspace before doing this if you wanna go fast. I love that cuff.
Great! Now we can turn off the machine and prevent all this tentacle mayhem from ever happening.
Yeah, if I want to skip this, all you can do here is holding the dot or the point.
Well, I'm certainly glad that's over with.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Leaving so soon? We haven't had the chance to get to know one another. You humans amount to very little.
Eek!
Run all you like, you insignificant insect. You can't stop me.
Okay, we are in control again. We talk to Purple Tentacle. I just noticed I forgot to tell you something. Just give me a little bit. Okay, and now we want to trick him into shooting Dr. Fred. We're doing that by choosing the first
Just what is it you
option,
have
number
against
1.
humans anyway?
Humans are our oppressors. They made us live in this horrible motel. They created us in ungainly forms, so we could not rise against them. Try walking around with your legs tied together and glue on your shoes. You'll see what I mean.
That's great. So it's 1, 4, 1, 3. So 1 we had, it's 4 now.
Sounds like that's all Dr. Fred's fault, really.
I suppose you're right about that. I didn't start out hating all humans, just Dr. Fred.
1.
You're pretty handy with that ray gun.
Center of the forehead every time. Would you like a demonstration?
And the last option is 3 now. Why don't you zap Dr. Fred when you hate him so much? So I forgot to tell you about the timer. When you start a new game in Day of the Tentacle Remastered, you have to click Start a New Game, yes, and then it asks you if you want to enable the audio commentary. As soon as you hit No, the timer starts. And with this dialogue, again it was 1, 4, 1, 3. Here we take 3. As soon as we hit this option, the timer ends. And time.
Why don't you
That's
zap
the end for
Dr.
the
Fred
speedrun.
if you hate him so much?
From
Perhaps
now,
that would be entertaining.
from here on, it's only cutscene. We're finished the game. We're done.
Oh, drat.
Surely we can talk this out.
Talk?
Surely.
Wait! You haven't heard the last of me. I'll be back, and the next time, the world and all its piffling inhabitants shall be mine. All mine. All mine.
Okay, little fella. Mail this to Siberia. Our work here is done. Now we can go home.
Yeah, let's watch the epilogue.
Well, kiddies, it's been more fun than a jumpsuit full of weasels. Now, kindly get your freakish hide out of my home.
Please, Dr. Fred, you've got to get us out of this mess. We look terrible, and we can't buy clothes off the rack.
I'm getting sort of used to it. Maybe we could go on the talk show circuit.
Help us, Dr. Edison. You're our only hope.
Oh, all right. Idiots! It seems you're not exactly the sideshow attraction you imagined. You're just 3 complete goofballs stuck in one suit of clothes.
Oh, this is amazing. Now watch them how they separate. This is great.
Well, I'm glad that's taken care of. Looks like everything's back to normal.
Yeah. Okay, so that's Day of the Tentacle. I hope you enjoyed it. It took us about 2 hours now to play the game with all the dialogues. If you use this route I showed you, it's pretty much the fastest route. You can there are some little variations which character to finish first that don't make too much difference. If you use that route, if you use some of the struts with skipping dialogues and cutscenes, you can get you can play the game in around, finish the game in around 30 minutes. That's not too hard, I guess. But yeah, if you haven't, I highly recommend you play the game, figure things out on your own, try out things, talk to everything, use everything. It's amazing, it's hilarious. Also, try out the old graphics from time to time, they're really amazing. For the speedrun you should play in the old graphics. Anyway, yeah, I guess that's it. I'll let you watch the credits until the end. I'm out. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.